right, welcome to Warren County High School tonight. We are here for senior night for the Warren County girls soccer team, and just looking forward to a great game between Warren County Pioneers and the Franklin County Rebelettes. And so Warren County this year is 6, 7, and 2. So they have 6 wins, 7 losses, and 2 ties in the season. And in the district, they are 3 and 2 currently, and I think sitting in third place and looking to play in the district tournament starting next week, in fact. And so tonight, my wife and I will be commentating for you. My name is Matt Jackson. I'm the Warren County Middle School soccer coach and also coach some travel teams with Middle Tennessee Soccer Club. And this is my beautiful wife, Myra Jackson.
Hey, it's great to be here tonight. Matt and I moved to McMinnville in 2000. We were from Mississippi before that, and I played college soccer there at William Carey University in Gulfport, Mississippi, but Hurricane Katrina took out our campus, so they moved all the sports up to Hattiesburg. But we've loved living here, and we've coached soccer, I think, ever since we've moved here, middle school, and filled in some at the high school, and now we've started Middle Tennessee Soccer Club here in McMinnville. I think it's the first travel club that McMinnville has had, and so I coach there. I've coached actually some of the girls that are playing on the Warren County team tonight. We started a U15 team last year. Last spring season was our first team of that age group. And then we also have a U12 girls team that I coach, and starting new teams every season.
Yep. So we're looking forward to this game tonight between these girls, and they have actually played each other already this season in a play day early in the season, and Warren County won 3-0. Now, in a play day, you often rotate a lot of players in and out, and so we don't know that will be the same outcome as tonight, but we hope that Warren County comes out on top, and we're looking forward to a great game.
Programming on WCS-TV Channel 180 is made possible in part through donations from your McMinnville State Farm agents, Lee Holland, Norm Barnes, Neil Helton, and Bill Zeckman.
And now for our starting lineups tonight. First, from the lineup I was given from Franklin County, number 3, Autumn Cucumber. Number 4, Chicken Winger. Number 7, Uno Feaster. Number 8, Billy. Number 9, Ghost Feaster. Number 11, Pork Rinds. Number 19, Malaria Zimmerman. Number 23, I'm a Savage. Number 24, Trace Feaster. Number 36, Squints Limbaugh. And goalkeeper, Icebox. And now to introduce our seniors for senior night for Warren County. First, senior goalkeeper, Chelsea Stewart. Number 4, senior, Sarah Lockhart. Number 6, senior, Natalie Reed. Number 7, senior, Madison Mason. Number 11, senior, Neva Tackett. Number 14, senior, Emma Mulligan. Number 27, senior, Bethany Porter. Let's give the seniors a round of applause. And for the rest of the starting lineup, number 3, freshman, Sarah Ruiz. Number 9, junior, Megan Winkler. Number 10, junior, Allison Cripps. Number 19, junior, Abby Roller. And number 22, junior, Sally Wilmore.
All right, we're looking forward to this game to start here in just a second. As you can tell, Warren County's got a lot of juniors and seniors on their starting lineup. In fact, only one freshman. The rest is juniors and seniors. And I'm sure these guys are excited to get this going here tonight with, senior night's a special night for a lot of these girls that have played 4 years here and then looking forward to finishing strong here tonight. Can tell you that they've been playing strong. They've got a bunch of good defenders that are all just have worked together for a long time. Very strong defense that are looking to keep the Rebelettes out. And then through the midfield, they'll be trying to play through Sally Wilmore in the middle and then Abby Roller up top as a forward. We are missing one player tonight. Madison Mason, who usually would be a starter for this team, is injured, and so she won't be playing tonight, and that's unfortunate on her senior night, and I know she wishes she was out here as well, joining these girls in play.
Let's talk about formations real quick. Franklin County is already out on the field. Let's talk about what we see here for both teams' lineups.
It looks like Franklin County's got 4 in the back with a sweeper stopper, and then it's hard to tell how they've lined up. Warren County's got the kickoff, so I would guess that's maybe 2 forwards or a forward and a midfielder. I think we play a 4-3-3 usually, which means 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 3 forwards. There goes the 3 forwards going forward. Sally right there on the ball for Warren County would be a midfielder. And so they kind of just stay in waves, so to speak. 4 defenders stay back, and then 3 in the middle, and then 3 up top, and they're going to try to pass to each other. So a good try there. Already Warren County's getting the ball quite a bit, and if they can keep the ball, they want to keep the ball and pass it around. That'd be a good situation for them tonight.
Well, they're trying to get past our half, but they've yet to make it there on their own.
Oh, unfortunate skip right there underneath Abby Roller's foot, and hopefully we can continue to keep the ball and control this game.
It is getting cool, and I know we've been out here some this week, and the field has been wet, and it's going to be a little wet this evening too. That'll make a little bit of difference about how fast the ball rolls and
skip even off the wet grass a little bit when it hits the ball, hits the ground. It should skip a little bit. That was an interesting play just now here on the line. In soccer, the ball is not out until it's completely over the line. And so in that situation, they were all kind of looking at it on the line, wondering if it was out or not. But you're supposed to keep playing until it goes all the way over the line. There's a good opportunity. See if
she's going to try to hit Abby over the top there. The keeper's got that one.
Yeah, I think Abby was hoping maybe for a ball a little bit, not so much to the keeper, but a little bit to the side that she could run onto there. And fortunately, the keeper got right to it.
Here they go. First time in our half on their attack. They're going to try a play out wide to that 19 who's wide open.
Yeah, we got a
first foul of the game.
Little push on the back of number 8. So setting up a free kick, which means they get to place the ball. They're going to have to it's pretty far. Well, they've placed it closer than I thought, so they're really only about maybe 30 yards out. If they've got a really strong shooter, maybe they could take a shot here, but she's probably going to look to play it over and let someone run onto it.
And the keeper's got that one.
Pretty easy save right there.
That's really good if we can punt and win possession right there.
Yeah, they didn't even challenge for that ball in the air. There's the free kick in the air on the replay here, and, they didn't even get anyone close. Really, that kick should have been taken so that those forwards could run up on it. So now we've got a free kick, and this is even further out, so I would definitely think Sally would be looking to pass to someone here, maybe someone moving a forward or something. Yep, they're running. So that's, just a little touch on that, and you could have had a goal. She just couldn't quite get the touch on it. And that was a nice ball that Sally Wilmore floated up in there for Abby to run onto.
There we go. We won possession again. That's always a great advantage in these games. If you can take your goal kicks or your punts or really any ball that you possess and be able to keep possession of that in the air. That's just a great aggressive tactic for the game, to be able to win more of, we call those 50-50 balls, than the other team. We have a great advantage.
They've got a throw in here, and it's again, it's down in our end, and so we got to be careful not to foul here, give away easy fouls or handballs or anything like that. And so if you keep them throwing the ball in, you usually can defend that pretty well.
She's going to pass that back outside, see if they can get across there in the box, but that ball went out of bounds. Our goal kick.
There you can see the goalkeeper, Chelsea Stewart, can put that ball anywhere in that first little box. It's called the goal box, and then she has to kick it out of the penalty box from there. And that's the first time we haven't won possession on one of those things. He's going to call a foul against Warren County there for a push, probably just bumping too hard right there. And, again, we're setting them up in a pretty dangerous situation there. And that's, again, it's a hard shot because the angle you're shooting at. But it's a great place to cross it across the front of the goal and see if someone can get on it.
That's going to go out of bounds, I believe, on them, so that will be our goal kick again.
Looks like they're going to switch tactics here, and instead of Chelsea, the goalkeeper, taking this kick, maybe Emma Mulliken is going to take it and try to get it a little further out than Chelsea could the last time. Well, bounced off of Franklin County. I didn't even see that bounce, but we get the throw in now and try to keep going forward. Oh, there's a little
trip there. I don't think it was very intentional, but she got called for it nonetheless.
Yeah. A lot of free kicks in the first few minutes of this game here.
You know, I'd love to see someone check wide or check to this ball, meaning run toward the kicker and do a shorter kick. Just give them a different kind of opportunity than kicking it straight forward and the keeper getting on that every time.
Yeah, so far both of these teams have been very straightforward. Warren County's tried to play it back a few times, which you want to teach your players to do to keep the ball longer, but it's also a dangerous thing if you don't make a good pass.
I know a lot of people that watch soccer don't quite understand that reasoning of when we have the ball,
That's a great ball.
Here goes Abby. She takes a shot.
Good try, good hard kick. Little bump at the end, which the way soccer works is that's not a foul because she already got the kickoff, unfortunately. Otherwise, it could be a foul. But
just went high to the right there. Anyway, I was talking about you talked about passing the ball back. And that's kind of a funny concept to people who don't watch or talk about soccer much. Why would you want to go back if your goal's in the other direction?
Yeah, it's just the idea of keeping the ball and setting something else up. Wow, that was a great opportunity right there. They passed it right to us again. And now they've got some time and space. They're going to try to play it through, but really don't have a threat out there. So Chelsea's come all the way out and played it out. She's going to have to get back.
Yeah, it almost didn't go out, and they almost saved it down there, but they're going to give us the throw.
Wow, that was nice. They should have let that go out. Maybe she was trying to save it since the keeper was there.
I think she was trying to save it, and we can't quite see the line from here.
That's actually the nice part about doing this on TV for us is we've got a video monitor in front of us that we can see these replays on and see some different angles.
Oh, wow, that throw got through.
Wow.
They still have the ball, trying to get in the box. Sarah goes ahead and clears that ball.
Yeah, Sarah's a freshman that actually played for your travel team this last year. She's a very talented player and just got a lot of skill with the ball and a good understanding of where to go with the ball and how to keep the ball and get out of trouble.
She really does. Great on the ball. She's got great foot skills. Her work rate is just incredible. I just love coaching her and watching her play. She makes a lot of things happen on the field.
Oh, that girl just got it right off the face. She sure did.
Oh.
That's a great clip right there. Making the highlight reel. Seems like this is going to be a back and forth match. Neither team's really showing too much yet of wanting to do something, and both teams has had some good chances already.
We were connecting some more passes earlier in the game. We actually came out looking better than they did. They're trying to settle in now, I think, and they're able to settle down, and they're starting to connect some passes, and we're starting to just kick longer. So we need to try to get back to a little bit of possessing the ball and getting the ball to our own teammates' feet.
No, that's got right through the defense. Thankfully, Chelsea's quick to come out and pick that ball up. Otherwise, Franklin County had a girl in on that one.
It's a great punt.
It's almost like the forwards weren't quite far enough forward for that punt. They didn't expect such a great punt. So that's a good pass and keeping the ball. We got to make the next pass, and that's a nice pass from Franklin County to get out of trouble there.
Number 23 is going to make the overlapping run. She changed her mind.
Well, it kind of broke down. Sarah interrupted her, and there we got some open passes now too.
Just couldn't settle that there.
So that was interesting as they were all forward. All the midfield, both teams were just kind of walking and watching the forwards go against the defense, where either team's midfielders could have run back and actually received that ball and done something with it, but everyone kind of just watched there.
Well, Franklin County is really spreading the field right now.
Yeah.
I've seen them space out. There's not a whole lot of crowding, and we've got to really start to defend that width, and then in our attack, we've got to start getting that width too.
That was good. That girl beat two players, and thankfully Emma came through at the end and cleared that ball out of there. Let's see if they can find some space and make some passes here. That was good. See, she's just standing there in space. She's got some time. Now we need some movement from the midfielders and forwards to create more space.
Now we see Franklin County, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 forward, and our midfielders aren't getting quite back enough to cover that. That's going to put our 4 defenders in a pretty hard position.
Well, now that I've been looking at it, I think they're playing a 4-4-2, which is going to give them 2 outside midfielders, and we have 3 inside midfielders. So they are going to be able to create some width if they'll play it out wide every time. We're looking to kind of keep possession in the middle, whereas they're looking to play it out wide. And so this will be an interesting matchup. When you play teams like this, you have good opportunities in your area, and they have good opportunities in theirs. There it is again. They played it out wide and play it in. It's a nice idea. And they're starting to win these 50-50 balls.
Yeah, they are.
You know, in the beginning, somehow we were winning them all, and they were just watching, and they've gotten more aggressive. And
it makes a big difference in the in the game of who's controlling the ball in the field more, who's being more aggressive, who wants to possess the ball.
Looks like Samantha Ramsey's coming on here, who is another freshman.
I also coached her this past spring.
Who was also on that travel team, and is very quick and wants to get forward and try to create stuff as much as possible. I think she's playing in the midfield, it looks like, though, right now, maybe. It's a nice opportunity for Abby. She's got to either try to create something. She could have taken a drop.
Back. Yeah, that's in that situation. It would have been better to drop that ball to Sarah and us keep possession of the ball. Instead, we lost it, and now they're attacking us.
That one just skipped through on that wet grass we were talking about earlier. That's trouble right there.
Yeah.
Good save.
Good save. Great save, Chelsea.
Wow. That was a good cross from Franklin County and just over the top of our defenders, and weren't quite fast enough to deal with that, and just almost got in trouble there. It was a really good save from Chelsea.
And I love how she's punting the ball out wide.
Yeah.
I'm constantly coaching my goalkeepers to punt the ball out to one of the sides and not directly up the middle. When we punt the ball up the middle, there's just a bunch of people, and it's just whoever gets to that ball. If you can put the ball out wide, hopefully that's something we can run onto.
Warren County's really starting to just kind of kick the ball away instead of getting nervous is what happens, and you just want to get rid of the ball instead of find a pass and settle down. Oh, Abby took the drop that time. There's Sarah, tries to play a ball over the top to Natalie up top. Okay, we got a little free kick again. Thankfully, we went for a while without having one of those after that beginning. Like Emma Mulligan, senior defender, is going to take this kick. She's looking for someone to pass to here, and unfortunately she didn't get much on that one. And
there they go playing out wide again.
Yeah, it's going to be really difficult to deal with if we're not going to either bring a forward back, or you have to
switch your formation.
Switch to a 4-4-2, but that's a nice move. And a nice pat. Oh, unfortunate. Allison Cripps couldn't handle that one.
And they had their five defenders were back there defending the ball with our two attackers.
Looks like Abby took a pretty hard hit from that one. She's kind of breathing a little heavy right now. She ran right into that girl.
Franklin County's making a sub.
Switching out one of their wide midfielders there.
Malia Zimmerman for Franklin County is coming in to take Milan Zimmerman's place.
Well, guess that's sisters. That was nice. Pass to a pass to a pass back to pass forward, and now they've got it out on the wing, looking to serve it across. Oh, we've been missing these. That's lucky.
Yeah, they're coming with the attack now.
Yeah, and they're doing a great job of getting it out wide, and Warren County is really going to have to figure out how to deal with that, because she just had an open look. Well, and it just squirted right through one of our legs too, you know. I mean, that girl tried to kick it with her left foot, and I don't think that went where she wanted it to go.
Moving it across the middle of the field, that's great. Sally Wilmore looks to go out that other side. That was a good idea, but
no one there.
Went right to Franklin County.
Well, and the forwards for Warren County need to see that moment and try to get out wide, get into that space. Here we go again, defending the wide play, and yeah, they're just starting to get a lot of wide open looks here.
It's interesting that he has Sarah playing defender here in this lineup.
Yeah.
She was a vital part of our attack on the travel team, but that just tells me they need a strong defender back there. Sarah's pretty versatile, and you can really use her anywhere on the field. We've got about 20 minutes left to go in this first half.
Yeah, I mean, the way it looks right now, this is going to be a pretty close game the whole way. I'd say each team's going to have some opportunities, but lately Franklin County's been having more. Hopefully Warren County can start to get a better look at things. That's a great example of, earlier our defense, that slipped through our legs or something, and that girl did a great job of keeping her body in front of it. She didn't make the best touch, but she kept the ball in front of her by getting a good touch on it and getting it clear. And she couldn't control it, so we've got the ball back with a throw in here.
And with their 4 defenders, playing a ball over the top like they're trying to do it's not working so far for Warren County. They're going to need to try to find a different attack.
Looked like we just made a substitution, and McKenna Mason has come in for Allison Cripps, and McKenna is another freshman. So that tells you there's quite a few freshmen that are coming up in the ranks and that are playing well. And so hopefully we continue to have some good women's soccer teams here in Warren County. The middle school girls just won the championship this past weekend, and that was a big breakthrough. They've done great in the seasons and haven't been able to win the championship for a while, and so congratulations to them for getting it and winning it this past weekend.
Yeah, that's a great group of girls that's going to rise up here in the next couple of years.
Yeah, which most of those have been playing travel soccer for you now for, 2 or 3 years?
Well, no, I think we're going on 4, I think,
yeah.
I've had those middle school girls playing travel.
When they play travel soccer, it just gets them more touches, and they play a higher level soccer and see a higher level and hopefully learn how to understand the game more, because the more you understand the game, the better your soccer IQ and the better you can do some good things with the ball.
If you can't pass precisely to your teammates or possess the ball, it's very, very difficult to win soccer games.
Yeah, absolutely. There's another, it's not a hard foul, and, I prefer a referee to call it like this. Sometimes referees will allow a lot more fouls to go on and not call them, and this referee's, he's a good referee. I've had him a number of times, and, he likes to keep it clean and keep the game under control, and this is wow, that's surprising. That's a great opportunity to take a hard shot, and I think she was just trying to pass that across or maybe hit it to the upper 90 on the other side. Yeah, it was hard to see the foul on that, but I think it was just kind of a bump in the back or something. So anyway, we got out of that one without much trouble.
Oh, no, they won our goal kick.
Yeah, they've been
That's
winning
pretty
those.
dangerous. Thank you. Thankfully, our defender was able to get the ball.
Yeah, I think that's Bethany Porter that got in there and won that one for us. And
again, we make the throw, but we need to be winning possession there. If we have the ball, we want to keep the ball.
there we go. Oh, we made 2 passes. Need to make another one.
There's McKenna trying to come back and
Trying to come
win
back and help.
possession of
Yeah.
that. Here they go, playing it to the girl out wide. Sarah has to step up there.
Oh. Bad left-footed try. Unfortunately, Sarah didn't get the kick she wanted, and so that ball went just out of the way, and they won it right back and going at us again. Now they're pushing on us now, so Sarah doesn't want any of that.
Oh, there, her arms went out. That should be a call
Wow,
against
he's
Franklin
gonna let
County.
Both of them go at it. Well, I just said he likes to keep it clean, and he lets all that go on. That's pretty interesting.
Shoulder-to-shoulder contact is okay, but you can't push with the. Now
that's
we're
a
gonna.
foul.
We should get the foul
he's
there.
going to let it play on because
Wow.
they've kept the ball, so that's advantage, which is unfortunate for them in that situation because they lose the ball quickly. But, that was a pretty cheap foul that we just got away with in the middle of the field. We need to try to keep that ball a little bit longer. They passed that ball right to me.
That was the ball hitting our table.
I'm not playing, sorry.
I tried to stop it with my foot.
Wow, we're not even challenging this throw-in right now. I think we're in a little shock. Emma's looking for a pass, and no one's even moving for
Abby's
her.
looking a little tired.
Well, she took a pretty hard hit, but right
Yeah.
there, Emma's looking for someone to pass to. Abby's covered up. They need a midfielder to come and say something or do something for her.
And again, we gave it right back to Franklin County.
Yeah, that's a nice pass right down the line for something for them to run onto.
Warren County shielded that ball. That was a good move, and now we get possession.
Sure was. So there you go. You just said Abby's looking a little tired, and Abby's going to be subbed off. And looks like
that's Allison Cripps
coming
coming
back on. Going to play on the right now. She was playing on the left the last time. Sarah's going to make the throw here. And again, we got to get out of our own end. There's got to be a way to find a pass and then get out of trouble. It can be challenging. You see there's a lot of people all together there.
Here we go, moving up the field on throw-ins. Bring that ball up there, Sarah. Seemed like the ball went out up the field a little further.
That's an interesting call.
This is interesting. This is a little bit inconsistent from the ref here. He's calling things that I probably wouldn't call as fouls, and the blatant outright fouls he's just completely looked over.
Well, I think maybe that one situation, both of them did it, and he should have called the first one. Then the second one happened, and he said, okay, let's just see what happens from here.
I think that's the first header we've seen this game, besides the one that Abby kicked into the girl's face.
She didn't mean to do that one. That's a nice idea to play it across the middle and see if those other two forwards can run onto it.
They're really changing a lot of the rules on heading in the soccer world. They're putting more strict conditions on certain levels that I know is at U10 and down. They've taken heading out. You
under
can't
11
head.
is not allowed to use their head in a game anymore. And then under 12s can do for 1 year in practice, and then they allow them once they get to under 13s to start heading it. And that's just to stop concussion symptoms and concussion situations. Now that's a push right there. Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good spot for us.
That's a good spot to serve it
free
across. Let's see if we get some players on the back post here and
We got
see
Allison
if we can
back
do something.
here.
Yeah, I'd like to see a few more players get forward, maybe even bring the defense forward here, though. There's 4 defenders standing back there and then 1 forward standing much closer. Really, they're not doing much. We could at least let Sarah come back out here or something, but just kind of floated it again, looking for someone to run onto that, but keeper had an easy deal with that one. Yeah, it just floats across to the keeper. So she punts it out, and Sam tried to make a pass up there. Oh! So we keep the ball somehow there, and now we're moving up a little bit. Looks like that's Neva Tackett, who's run up to take the throw, which she's a defender, and so that does give us a little more help in this attack here. That's Allison Cripps.
She's
running
working hard
all
there.
over the place
Yep.
trying to win the ball back, and if she can get some help, that would be good. Yeah, but man, Franklin County's looking for some good passes, and really Warren County needs to move with their players to take away those opportunities for the pass. Having a hard time matching up with their formation, though.
I hate that. We look so good coming out.
Sure did. Natalie did a good job to jump in front of that girl.
Oh, they're pulling a lot of people back to defend our few attackers.
Well, their whole midfield's back. I mean, a 4-4-2, so they've got their 4 defenders, and then their 4 midfielders are back to help pretty quick.
Another easy save for the Franklin County keeper there.
You think about it, if they've got 8 players coming back, we've only got 6 players attacking. They're gonna be able to do stuff. You know, really, when you play this 4-3-3, you want both or at least one of your outside defenders to come and help when you have the ball, and that gives you an extra player. And we're not doing that, and so it's making it 6 versus 8, which is really hard to break down.
A little over 10 minutes left in the first half, still 0-0. Here goes Neva up to take the throw in near half.
Lost the ball there. I think Neva also plays softball, and I'm pretty sure she can probably throw the ball quite a bit harder than she did right there. And, you know, if someone like her comes up, I would hope that, you know, sometimes let's get someone moving and on a breakaway and try to throw it to them. They keep letting that ball slip through somehow.
You notice Allison Cripps has come all the way back now.
Oh, yeah, she has, to defend that wide player.
Yes, that's a good move.
Yeah, that's going to help keep them from getting that attack on us. Oh, McKenna Mason just decided to go right through that poor girl.
Yeah, that was a rough hit.
And really probably came out the worst for that, because I guess she was looking at the ball and didn't realize there's a player there in front of her. But kind of surprised he didn't yellow card her, honestly, for that, because I know she didn't mean to do that, but that was pretty violent contact right there. That's going to bounce. Yeah.
Oh, I thought Chelsea was going to go ahead and
come out and
call
get that
one.
Yeah, she could have. It's just a little bit quicker to step out. You know, I really think this is what Warren County looks for, though, is when we get the ball to go as quick as we can before they can get their midfielders out and hope to kind of catch them on the counterattack or something. Well, there's McKenna just came out. And
I think Abby went
Roller,
back in.
Yeah, and Abby's got a good touch. That's a great ball. Just land.
Good ball
that's a
by
good try
Allison.
too. No, just see. You know, we only had 3 players there, and they got 6 or 8.
The ball is just kind of bouncing off of our feet right to them.
Yeah, Samantha just goes in and takes that ball off of her. Maybe rushed that one a little bit too much right there. Could have taken a touch inside and sent in a better pass. That was a hard ball for Sarah to handle. We just keep
She
letting
could just
that.
play back to the keeper there. Huh?
Yeah.
Gonna get in trouble. Yeah. There we go. We got it cleared to half, and here they come on the attack again.
Allison came straight in right there, and we try to teach players to come in at an angle a little bit and try to not get beat flat-footed, and that's unfortunately what just happened there.
Here we go. We've got 3 up. If Allison can come out wide here,
No. So let's see what they do here. With 7 minutes left, you know, you're starting to get pretty tired if you've been on the field the whole time, and you gotta kind of dig deep and keep moving, keep trying, and see what happens here. Defender number 23, Brea, just a very strong defender, not afraid to go in for a tackle and win the ball. She's done well over here on the left defense tonight. Just sitting here at our table, and we hear the girl I was just talking about, Brea, was actually asking her mom for an inhaler. So that's kind of a nervous situation. She's working hard. And
yeah, she's had to play pretty aggressive and doing well at that.
And had some pretty
good
tough tackles, too, and opportunities. And, you know, I remember that one that Abby Roller ran right into her. Wow. Thank you.
You know, I don't think that Joe should have told us not to let the ball hit our table.
That's hard to do right here. We're very close. We're very close to the field.
Number 23 is going to step off.
Yeah, that's a tough situation. She's not doing too well. I think we got bumped around a little bit here. That's all right. We survived. And we got a good opportunity here. Allison Cripps in front of the goal. And hey, we played it back. Oh, Samantha couldn't get anything there on the ball. That was a great situation. Allison just had the ball, passed it back to Samantha, the midfielder, which I think is the first time we've done that, and we just couldn't make another pass. And that's really what you want to do with the 4-3-3 is.
Samantha almost had her stood up there. Yeah, great recovery back by Allison. She's
Allison.
Really working hard. Not only as an attacker, but she's coming back to defend as well.
And he may have maybe even switched to more of a 4-4-2 and having her play more like a midfielder now, and probably a good adjustment.
Yeah, they kind of look like they're just passing circles around us right now.
Yeah. Well, they messed up. We got the ball. Abby likes to play that switch ball to switch it to the other side. And
you have to be pretty accurate to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Another one. Wow, that one came close to our table again and almost got the girl sitting down next to us.
We've gotten here on Franklin County's end now. Sarah is going to take the throw.
Need some movement here from a midfielder or someone. There we go. We get to go a little bit further up the field with that then and try something else.
There we go. That's good. Looks good. Allison passes the ball back. Again, we're going to try to switch it all the way across the field. But, you know, that's really at this age and this level of play, that's really a hard ball to play and win and then make an opportunity with up here in their attacking third.
Yeah, almost would have rathered a high cross or something for someone in the box or something else, but it just really wasn't anyone in that space. It's a good idea if we can pull it off, but haven't pulled it off yet. Maybe we will sometime tonight. Pretty congested right there in the middle.
They're yelling shot, but
yeah,
I'm not sure
I don't
she
think
quite had an opportunity, a little bit of space there to even take a shot.
Yeah, that'd be a hard place to get one in for sure. We got about 2.5 minutes left. I would guess we're going to go into the half 0-0. I don't know. We'll see if any of these coaches start trying to press a little harder for this next 2.5 minutes. But I see a number of the senior parents going over to the other side. And, you know, you got senior night activities and things like that. And these other things, you know, they get your mind off of the game sometimes. And so that's a challenge both for the coach and the players to keep them in the game, playing hard, and of course they want to win this senior night game.
Neva's going to take this goal kick.
Yeah, she got a little bit further out. That was good, but still we can't win the ball. We need to win it. That's a nice play out wide. They're playing it back in. Good
Chelsea
job.
comes right out for that.
Yeah, I can hear Coach Wilmore telling them to get up, get forward. Let's try to go do something with these last 2 minutes, which as a coach I would be wanting to push hard right here. For 2 minutes, you'll get a break after that. It's a good example. They're not afraid to go back. She probably should have gone back again instead of trying to turn there, and gives Warren County the ball. It's the danger of playing a freshman. You know, I see Samantha going in, and she's just a little nervous because she is probably outweighed by most of these. That's a good job by Chelsea.
Great job by Chelsea coming all the way out to the top of the box to make that save.
That's a great settle. 30 seconds here. Allison Cripps had a great settle and passed it right there to Megan, allowed her to play up the side. Good win by Sally to get in front of that. Still just need to keep it. Again, getting more aggressive. That's what we want to see. Just need to connect a few more passes, and I think we'll be there.
Tried to play it out wide there. There wasn't anybody there. There we go. That's halftime.
Well, it's been a good half, and we'll look forward to the second half of a 0-0 game, and hopefully we get some goals. Thank you.
Our first senior tonight is Sarah Lockhart. Sarah is the daughter of Rodney and Chrissy Lockhart. Sarah's been a member of the Warren County High School soccer team for 4 years. Sarah's most memorable moment in soccer occurred last season when they played slip and slide kickball after practice. Sarah plans to attend the University of Tennessee, Knoxville and major in biology. Sarah Lockhart. Next is senior Madison Mason. Madison is the daughter of Tommy and Lisa Mason. Madison's been a member of the Warren County High School soccer team for 4 years. Madison's most memorable moment in soccer occurred during her freshman year at the regional semifinal game when they went into triple overtime to beat McMinn County. Madison plans to attend nursing school and become an RN or nurse practitioner. Senior Madison Mason. Next is senior Emma Mulligan. Emma is the daughter of Kurt and Tanya Mulligan. Emma's been a member of the Warren County High School soccer team for 4 years. Emma's most memorable moment in soccer was last year at the MTSU soccer camp when Emma, Sarah, Chelsea, and Bethany were stacked as Team Blueberry Yum Yum. Emma plans to attend UTC and major in biology to become a botanist. Senior Emma Mulligan. Senior Bethany Porter. Bethany is the daughter of Ronnie and Sandy Porter. Bethany has also been a member of the Warren County High School soccer team for 4 years. Bethany's best memory of soccer occurred during 8th grade when Emma had bathroom problems in Sparta for the entire JV team, and she had to go keep her company. Bethany says, "This season during a corner kick, I almost scored. But Sarah Ruiz actually scored, and I was still just as excited for her." Bethany plans to attend either MTSU or Motlow and later go into the field of optometry. Senior Bethany Porter. Next is senior Natalie Reed. Natalie is the daughter of Tim Reed. Natalie has been a member of the Warren County High School soccer team for 4 years. Her most memorable moment in soccer occurred when Taylor Mulligan and Morgan McCormick got into a fight during a late Sunday night practice. Natalie plans to attend the University of Tennessee Knoxville and major in biochemistry and go on to medical school later to become an orthopedic surgeon. Senior Natalie Reed. Next is senior Chelsea Stewart. Chelsea is the daughter of Todd and Leanne Stewart. She's been a member of the Warren County High School soccer team for 4 years. Chelsea's most memorable moment in soccer occurred during the flood at the MTSU soccer camp last year, where she forgot to bring a change of clothes and she had to wear Landon Lopez middle school sweater. Chelsea plans to attend the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and major in international studies. Senior Chelsea Stewart. Senior Neva Tackett. Neva is the daughter of Ryan and Gail Tackett. Neva's been a member of the high school soccer team for 3 years. Neva's most memorable moment in soccer occurred when our exchange student, Talua, thought she had gas and blamed everyone on Neva. But it was actually Emma who had the gas. Neva plans to attend Milo State Community College, play college softball, and pursue a career in ultrasound technology. Neva Tackett. We love all these soccer seniors and wish them the best of luck. We'll really miss all of you girls. Everyone give them another round of applause. I want to get together for a group picture.
So we're back from halftime. We had a nice senior halftime, recognizing the seniors and their parents, and some pictures and balloons. And again, it's hard to get out of that mode and back into it's time to play soccer mode. And so here we are, and it looks like we've gone back to pretty much the starting lineup with most of the freshmen out, except for Sarah's the only one that's back in. So we'll see how it goes here. Hopefully we can get after it quick. And it does look like we've gone to just 2 forwards, so a 4-4-2 now to deal with that wide play that we were getting in trouble with. But, you know, we'll see how it goes here. See if we can figure that out pretty quickly.
23's back in the game after probably an inhaler and a good halftime rest. She looks like she's ready to go again.
Yeah, there she is taking the throw, and That was a good move right there to get in there and intercept that, and then we just couldn't make the pass,
We
unfortunately.
had the forward making a good run.
Yeah.
Natalie Reed, she was making that diagonal run. Allison just couldn't get that ball out to her. I think that's maybe the first diagonal run I've seen us make all night.
Yeah, and with a 4-4-2, it's even more important because there's only 2 forwards now, and so we need to create space by moving across instead of just up and down the field. But that's a nice trap. Let's see what we can do here in the box.
Right to the keeper. We still have a chance. It bobbled around.
Oh, penalty kick.
Wow.
He's called a penalty kick there. I don't know, bumped someone down. Well, she's crying, so I guess, or no, she's hurt anyway. Natalie's took a pretty good lick, I guess.
Well, here's our chance to get on top. I noticed Megan Winkler has come into the game. I'm not sure we saw her in the. Did we?
She was in. She's just playing in a kind of a defensive midfield, and this is a hard choice. It's senior night. It looks like Natalie took the hit, and then she's going to take the penalty kick, and I hope she makes it. But sometimes I've made that mistake because you're just kind of thrown off your game for a second, and it's hard to.
He's
like
called to stop the clock.
Oh, that's a
She
nice
made it.
kick. That was easy. He blew his whistle to stop the clock. Did he blow his whistle to start the penalty kick, or did she just take it?
I think she just took the kick.
Which I don't think that should count. I think he has to blow his whistle to take the penalty kick. I don't remember hearing it. Maybe she thought his whistle was to take the penalty kick and it was to stop the clock. That was a little confusing. But
Well, he counted it.
yeah, and the keeper was ready. It wasn't like the keeper was looking somewhere else. That was a good kick right to the side.
Here we go. Abby trying to play Allison Cripps through there.
Yeah.
She's working hard, trying to make something happen. I like her work rate.
The ball went out of bounds there, so we're going to have a throw in from Sarah. That's a good hard throw. They say the best time to get a goal after you've been scored on is in the next 2 minutes, and Franklin County's going right back at us, trying to catch us off guard, and it just went out of bounds too far, though. And so we dealt with that. But, yeah, those next 2 minutes, you've got to be very aware of what's going on or you might get caught.
Yeah, Todd, I hear Coach Wilmore over there begging for them to please go to these balls and win the balls.
That's a good win, and Allison Cripps just couldn't quite handle it in the air. Playing more physical, it feels like, and maybe they just kind of got tired towards the end of that last half. That's good.
That was. She kept her
If we could
composure
make
there,
that
and she
pass,
didn't bang
that's a
it
good
down the
opportunity.
field.
Oh, man, if she could have played it through there. Abby Roller was running in.
You know, a lot of times you don't, I think that was Bethany Porter over here.
Yeah.
You don't see players oftentimes able to keep their composure under that kind of pressure, but she did a really good job there. She kept her composure, and she was able to make the next pass, which then led to the next pass and an opportunity for us.
Yeah, instead of just kicking it away, which a lot of defenders tend to do, they get nervous and just try to kick it away, and then you often lose possession in that situation.
You know, I hear Franklin County talking a whole lot more than we are as well. I'm just hearing constant chatter and telling the direction that the player might be able to play or calling for the ball.
Yeah, they're communicating well. And the ball went out of bounds.
Sarah makes a pretty good throw there. What's the call now?
We got a yellow card here on Abby Roller. Looks like. I don't know if she said something
I
or.
don't think that's Abby. That's
Abby just
number
ran off.
4. It would look like to me he was talking to Sarah Lockhart, but maybe not.
No, that was a good look. She saw the pass and made the pass, and now we're back on it. If she meant to do that, I'd be really impressed. I don't think she did. But
Here goes
Oh, that's
Bethany
a good-
making another good win there on the ball and pass up the field.
and that was the first time I've seen, an outside player come back to that ball and win it. So that was a good as well. Of course, the first half we were looking at different players on the other side of the field, so things do change. And
We are trying to make some passes and connect some passes here in the second half like we started out in the game.
right.
Let's hope we can keep that up. Here comes Megan Winkler to win the ball. And they're going to give us another free kick, pushing around on Megan.
She took it nice and quick and found Sally out in the space. She just couldn't quite handle that. No, that wasn't Sally, was it? Not sure who that was. Yeah, maybe it was.
Yeah, that ball never came in. The new rule is now if the ball never came in and you messed up on your throw-in, it's now the other team's throw-in. Whereas in years past, if the ball never came in, they let you retry. But I like it this new way a lot better. I think that makes sense. You make the error, you lose the ball.
Yeah. Franklin County making a sub, trying to change some things up, of course. A new player that we haven't seen yet, Adriana Cruz. Some big stabs, and she just couldn't quite keep the ball. It was good, good. Look at this. Now they're seeing, just intercepted the pass, but they're seeing a few passes that way. There we go.
Sarah's going to send it out wide. McKenna did great to get out wide to that ball and open up her body to keep that ball in play.
And then play it back into the middle. Now that's where we need the midfield to get up in there and give them some more options, though.
Yeah, we've got Megan hanging back, and
Seems maybe the two defensive midfielders do just kind of hang back, almost more like defenders. And
really, there's only 2 Franklin County people to
so
cover up here. So
the 4 defenders should be able to do that, and they could, they don't have to get a lot forward, but become more of an option. There you go. That was good.
Here we go. Neva takes the cut inside, and she's going to play the ball to Allison Cripps down the line at the corner.
She needs some help.
Some great passes, but she needs a drop ball. I didn't see anybody there behind her supporting her.
Oh, that's a good touch.
Oh, that was a really good save by the keeper. But that was a good shot. Good opportunity we just created there.
And they got an opportunity again because they get a corner kick. Pass it in. Looks like they're sending two of the defenders forward now for this. So have two defenders back. And, you know, that was just a bad touch on them. And Natalie took the one good touch and got a good shot off. Here's the corner kick.
She gets it in the box.
Defender won it well.
McKenna Mason won that ball there in the air. Just couldn't get it in the back of the net there.
Gonna do it again.
I think
here.
we get another corner kick.
Looks like they sent two players out there, so they're gonna play quick, and they've got a short corner already trying to catch them off guard. And
Sally's gonna take the shot.
oh, just over, and they really hit the other player pretty hard there. She's still laying on the ground. She got hit pretty hard.
Again, that was a different creative opportunity by Warren County. I like to see that.
Yeah, I'm not.
Is that Allison Cripps?
Yeah, it might be.
No, it's not. I think it's the same one that
Natalie Reed,
yeah,
probably.
Natalie Reed.
She's holding her wrist, which, you know, she does have a hurt wrist already, obviously, and she got hit and fell down, so it probably aggravated that as well. That ball just bounced right off to us, to Sally, to back to McKenna. She's got a good left foot. She tries to hit it. Good opportunity there. Connected three passes.
Those quick passes are what's going to set up the perfect opportunity.
Absolutely.
I like the
Again,
aggression.
look at that.
Yeah, we've really stepped up our work rate and our aggression, and so far it's helping us to
Sure is. And look at that. We passed
move
back.
forward.
Now we're passing forward again. You know, you connect your passes, you should be able to win a game.
Allison Cripps has now moved to the other side of the field, and we have McKenna Mason out on this side.
She's left-footed, so playing on her left side allows her to play with her dominant foot a bit more. Nice jump and get the header there, win the ball. Oh man, that bounced right to us, and just a little more on that pass and be in. Sarah did a good job of shutting that attack down.
I'd really love to see Sarah in the center mid of this team.
Yeah, let her make some passes.
She really holds her composure, and she makes great passes. She sees great open space and plays the ball there. She just creates a lot of opportunity when we play her in the midfield.
Franklin County's doing a good job now of keeping the ball, and then Warren County just rushed them into a pass and win the ball back.
It's going to go out of bounds. We get the throw in.
Looks like Abby Roller's coming in for Allison Cripps now. And some nice
Nice
pass.
play into the space on the outside. Bethany did a really good job of standing her up there, but they got the ball back in the center, and she's going to take a left-footed shot that didn't have much on it. Easy save there. We're just kind of watching that ball drop in the center of the field there.
Kind of what happened the last time too, you know. They start to get tired, and you really have to start. Oh man, this girl's making some good moves in the box. Whoa. But you know, you do start getting tired, and you have to just keep moving, keep getting in space, and Todd Wilmore's gonna keep on, you know, subbing where he sees need fit, and that ball just went right over. Oh, that's
Oh,
a
that was a
handball.
handball.
She kept her arm in. The referee said we're going to let that play on.
There you go. Megan Winkler stood her up, got the ball, so the Franklin
That's a nice
County
pass.
player
Yeah.
was not
McKenna just missed that pass.
called a foul against us.
It's
You know,
going to be a back and forth if they keep this up.
It's so disheartening to work so hard like Megan Winkler that did there to just win that ball and get into their half, to see it just fall right to the feet of the other team. Oh, that's high in the air, but Chelsea's got that one.
A little bit more on that, and that could have been trouble, but that was a nice, easy save. This referee's going to call most of those when they push him in the back, which it is a dangerous situation. A little bit of whiplash kind of can happen there, and so, again, I'd rather a referee call that than let it go on, and sometimes the referees do let that go on. That just wasn't on target, and no one able to get to that one.
Neva's going to take the goal kick here for Warren County. Sally Wilmore's going to win that. Oh, but in the middle of the field, there was just a bit of confusion, too. We're going to the same ball.
Got it back. Let's see if we keep it. All right, Warren County's got the ball back and going to try to make something happen here.
Oh, that's a good ball, Sally. Trying to hit McKenna up top.
Yeah, she hit it in some good space, just nobody was there quite fast enough. Well, that's a... She's going to be offside. She's just standing there waiting on the ball instead of keep moving, keep paying attention to the defense. McKenna maybe took a little too long on the pass, but... Oh, that's a... she stepped right in front and forced Warren County basically into that foul, and it's a pretty smart move to get your body in front of the ball, and really don't have much option there than to make the foul. We got the referee right in front of the ball, so we have to move angles here, but there we go. That's another ball.
Chelsea
just
calls for that one.
Straight to the keeper. And I can't believe she just keeps doing that. I would think she would pass it more to a place someone can get to it. Of course, as a Warren County fan, we don't mind too much. There we go. Let's try to keep the ball. I like that. Settle down, make a few passes, wait for it to open up. That's good.
Got a little bit over 20 minutes left in this game.
You can never really settle with a 1-0 situation. One goal makes it all tied again, and so Warren County really needs to keep pushing for another goal here, I think. Two weeks ago, they had an unfortunate situation playing Stone County where they were winning 1-0, and just right at the end of the game, Stone Memorial was able to score, and then they went into overtime because it was a conference game, and they ended up losing in overtime just on some controversial things that happened. But it's hard when you're 1-0. You really need to just keep pushing and playing your game and trying to get another goal.
You're glad you're winning, but you certainly can't relax.
That's right. Maybe at 3-0. Well, they didn't get a good clearance there, but now I see some of our midfielders kind of walking, and there you go. McKenna's coming back to help on the width. Oh, yeah, they just played it easy for us. All right.
It's still seeming pretty direct. Both teams are just trying to play right down the middle of the field. We have seen Franklin County play out wide, but we haven't seen it a whole lot where we get a good cross into the box. And then the players be able to make a play from there. We're just not having a whole lot of success.
Ouch. And
either
there she is
team.
again with her hurt arm. She just doesn't want to fall down, I can tell.
She might be a little sore in the morning.
Yeah, that's for sure. See there. Hard to see on the replay exactly. I think they just both collide into each other. There's no foul on it. It's kind of what happens sometimes. Yeah. That was a good pass back to pass forward. Look at that. It's a good touch. And they've only got 2 forwards, so our 4 defenders handle that pretty well. It's kind of a bump in the back that he has called earlier in this game and didn't call that one. That was a good win. Unfortunately, we couldn't keep it. There's Kira Garrison in the midfield now. Oh, they got a breakaway on us. Oh my goodness, that's a great tackle. She got ball. They're gonna give a goal kick, but she got the ball, and so that was just a great tackle. Good breakaway, good opportunity for them.
Bethany's doing a really good job back there.
See what we can see in this replay here. Ball came across, and yeah, they just picked it up and got forward as quick as they could.
It was hard to see. It'll be a good direction here to see how much of the ball. See, she didn't get the ball.
She got a lot of body, didn't she?
She sure did. And that's what I initially thought I saw was that she didn't.
Let's see, because the
get
ball,
a
the
foot
way
on
it
the
goes
ball.
out.
It's like the pink cleat hits the ball and she takes the player out. That really should be a direct kick right at the top of the box.
It's hard to tell. Referees behind the play.
And that's kind of 2 opportunities.
Oh, that's a great ball. Yeah.
Franklin County has been deprived of that free kick there, and then the handball that was in the box that wasn't called. It's just 2 unfortunate events for Franklin County.
Yeah, as a referee, that's a call you can make or not make when the hand is in. If it hits them in the arm, some people say that's a handball, but the way they teach us in the referee thing is if it changes the movement of the ball. So if your hand's in, it shouldn't change the movement of the ball compared to if it just hits your body.
It was interesting on that, however, she was moving her arm forward in a motion to push the ball out, which again, I'm not sure if
it's hard to
he
see.
saw that
hard to
in
see.
time or not.
Yeah. That's what we call a clear ball. Clear it out of there. That's a nice touch from Kira Garrison, just on her left foot to pop it forward. Oh, that's a bad touch. About 15 minutes left, and Franklin County is looking like they're trying to get something. And
They really are trying hard to get a goal.
Oh. That sure sounded like another one.
I didn't
I
quite
couldn't
see
see
her
it.
back was to us, but
Yeah.
we might could see that on replay.
Sounded like it.
It did sound like it.
See if we can see anything on the replay here. That pops out to her. Oh, just can't quite see it there. You're right about.
We're watching Bethany, right?
Oh yeah, I'm thinking
looks
that
like it
gets
hit
her.
right
Oh yeah,
arm.
all
You saw
in
the
the
direction
arm.
of the
And
ball change. It
changed,
completely
yeah.
went down to the ground. That's a sure sign almost that that's a handball. Again, they're.
Yeah, that would have been a penalty kick, I think, because that was in the box.
I think I'd be
Right
a
on
little
the
bit
top.
too upset, a little upset too, if I was sitting in Franklin County's seats right now. I think I'd be fussing a lot more than I hear Coach Wilmore fussing about it over there.
That's for sure. So we're going, we got a goal kick here. We got some substitutions coming in and trying to get some fresh legs in. Looks like Neva has gone out.
Shelby Love has come in for her. Samantha is back in the game. Samantha Ramsey, the freshman. Here comes Franklin County again on the attack. We're going to win that ball in the center of the defense there. They really are trying to make something happen here. Oh, there's another foul. They're going to call that one on us. Kyra just fouled the other player. See what Franklin County can do with this free kick. That's a great ball going in, and Chelsea didn't quite get her hands on that. That ball was bobbling around. Great opportunity, Franklin County, but we were able to clear that ball out. They're still down in our attacking third with the ball, making a throw in.
Got to do what you got to do. You tell them. I've got 8-year-olds that would be playing. 7 and 8-year-olds. 7 and 8-year-olds that would be playing 11. Yeah, that's true. Right.
Ball's gone out on our end line, so we'll be taking a goal kick here.
All right. See.
Got just over 10 minutes to play in the game.
Blues winning that ball pretty easily. Oh, that's a nice move. Warren County needs to get on some of these people. Kind of floating around without anyone by them. We got a lot of players back. We've only got one forward right now, but still they're getting opportunities.
Sarah's able to clear that ball out. However, that gives Franklin County a throw down here.
I guess that's part of the difference between the boys and the girls game. You know, in a boys game, this is a major threat right there because a boy can throw that all the way into the middle, whereas the girls still have to make a smart throw and a good pass to get in there.
So what's up for the Pioneers, Lady Pioneers, after this week?
I think they have one more regular season game, and then they start the district tournament. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's going to give
call
it
the
to him.
PK.
Yep. As a trip took her off the ball, he tried to allow the advantage, and then he came back to it, and he's going to give the penalty kick. So
Here's a chance for them to tie it up.
You know, it's almost, I don't like to call it karma or anything like that, but it's almost come back to us here because it was definitely a harder hit that happened earlier on our player, but, you know, 2 mistakes. Let's see if they can finish. Yeah,
And they do.
that's a good shot. That's a good shot.
You know, sometimes in a game you'll see a ref do that. Yeah, it was a foul, but he's missed a lot of calls for them.
That's true.
And so he will, you know, see that
Take
opportunity
into
to make it
account.
right. Yeah.
That's true.
So we're all tied up here, and we got 10 minutes left to play in this game.
Well, and this
Should
is,
get interesting.
you know, it's a hard call, though, because it's a non-conference game. Their next game is a conference game, and then they go into their district tournament, and they need to play well there. I mean, you always want to win a game, but it doesn't make that much of a difference towards what's ahead for this team. Oh, that's a good shot.
They're
and
going to
it
get a
bounced off her.
corner
That's a
kick off
corner,
that.
yeah.
These are always great opportunities to score on, but they're not always easy opportunities to score on.
No.
Especially in the girls' game. Girls have a little bit harder time heading the ball, judging the ball, than boys do. So these opportunities in the air, you know, are a little bit harder, but, you know, really want to see the ball drop in the box.
Yeah, that's almost a more scary situation right there. Just a low-driven ball that someone can redirect into the goal. That's a great idea.
Or play the short corner like Warren County did there down in their end.
And that was well defended. The defender went right with the attacker and was able to just force her to kick that ball right out. So I know Neva's back on. I see Bethany still on. So I guess Emma Mulliken was actually taken out. Because it looks like Neva and Bethany are in the middle now. Shelby Love's on the left and Sarah's still on the right.
Sarah doing all she can to save that ball to put it out of bounds for a throw instead of giving them another corner kick. Yeah, we did pretty good packing the
That
box
was good.
there.
Yeah. Just played that into no man's land. Oh. Uh-oh. That's a great play. Oh, that's a good play on the defense, too, though. That's a good job of getting out of trouble.
Yeah, there again. You see Lauren Dolan from Franklin County flying in to McKenna Mason, who's a freshman, and
Yeah,
those are just
she should
difficult.
not go for that.
Yeah,
Which
that's where it can get dangerous.
McKenna
with
doesn't back
freshmen.
out of many of those, but
No, she
yeah,
doesn't.
she's smart enough to not take that hit. It's a good job, Sarah. Just shielding with her body, keeping the player off the ball and allowing something to happen. Sam Ramsey working hard there. Good hard throw, just couldn't quite handle it.
Oh, that was a great shield.
Yeah, she
Let
used
the
her
ball
body.
come across her body and try to play out the other way.
Oh, she got herself in trouble there.
Matt
McKenna, yeah,
won that
just-
ball and wasn't even able to look where she was kicking back into the middle field, right to the Franklin County players.
Getting nervous, a lot of rushed kicks again. It's a good out wide play. Tried for the cross, there it is. Nope, got it out of there. Yeah, it went out. I was going to say, that's a great ball if that stays in, but it's hard to keep that ball in.
Little over 5 minutes left to play.
You got to get rid of that ball quick if you're going to do that. Oh, a big old
Oh,
kick.
yeah, that's a little bit of an unpredictable one, but Chelsea was able to grab that with
Shelby would
no
look.
problem.
She can roll it right to her. She's going to go for the punt instead. And she's made some good punts tonight.
She really has.
An interesting call. I thought the blue team kicked that one out, but that's okay. May have bounced off white.
Shelby working really hard there. Oh, a big miscommunication right there.
That was a
Shelby
good
had the ball.
Wow, well done.
We're able to clear that one out.
Kenny's got a good hard leg, that's for
She
sure.
sure does.
Oh, look at this bounce right off to Natalie. She's going to look to shoot. Wow, it's a good idea. Good try. Didn't get that on frame, but that was a good idea. Would have liked to seen her combine with someone maybe as well, but I'm always for a shot. I think it's a good.
Well, it looked like to me she only had one defender right in front of her. It would have been she could have had the option to just take her on 1v1,
Yeah.
win that ball and put it right in the back of the net.
This is the stuff he lets go on.
Yeah, they're gonna call a foul on us for that.
Yeah.
McKenna laid in pretty hard on her.
A little push back and forth, and then she came in too hard, and he's going to put a stop to it. See if she kicks it straight to the keeper again. She really should be looking to push it to the back side of the goal and let someone run onto it. That's lower. None of their players were there. It's well defended by Warren County, and oh, almost caught him off guard there.
Oh, here comes a runner down outside unmarked. They chose to take a shot there, then play out wide. Again, it went right to Chelsea. We haven't really seen either of the keepers really challenged tonight.
No,
They haven't
most
had
of the
to make.
balls have come straight to
Yeah,
him.
there was
Yeah, she
one
did
that
make
the
one
Franklin
up
County
high.
keeper had to hit over the top.
Yeah.
But other than that, pretty routine saves we're seeing tonight.
We're going to get a card here.
A red card. Samantha Ramsey.
Samantha Ramsey just got a red card.
I have no idea what
Which,
that was for.
Means that she will miss another I believe, a game or two, at least the next game. She's bringing her back on and sending Sally off instead.
Bringing her back on.
That's interesting. Something's happened. May have been foul language.
I doubt that if it was Sally Wilmore.
Yeah, I would hope not, but I can't imagine what would get a straight red. So we're playing from the goal kick.
And we're down a man.
Yeah.
We've gotten a red card. We have to send one man off, the one that got the red card, and we cannot sub that person for anyone else. We now have to play 10 versus their 11.
Well, and more than that, it means if that was on Sally, which I can only assume, Sally went off and Abby Roller went off as well. And someone else came on because it was a goal kick. I guess Abby came off and someone came on for her. So Sally won't be able to play the next game. In a funny twist of events, she'll have to meet with the athletic director, which is also her dad and the coach.
That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'll be interested to find out what actually happened on that play.
Yeah. There wasn't much arguing about it, so.
Well, and it almost seemed like he
carded the wrong person.
He carded who he thought it was,
yeah.
And Sally
and
went up and perhaps took the foul herself.
Strange. Well, we got 15 seconds. You know, being a man down for a minute and a half is probably not going to hurt you. If you had to do this for 30, 40 minutes, it's very difficult because the other team has that extra person all the time, and it's just hard to account for. There we have it. Game 1-1. Pretty even matchup. I'd say the score is pretty good telling of what happened out here tonight. So we thank you for joining us at Warren County High School tonight, and hope you enjoy the show. Thank you.
Good night.